I fear God, and I don't fear nothing else.
Welcome to the first episode of Godly Men. With this YouTube channel, the idea is to explore what it means to be a man of faith and strength in today's world. I mean, if you just look around at what's going on, it's a bit scary, and hence why I've decided to try and do my part, spread the word, spread the gospel, and while I'm also still on this journey, just help men to become the best version of themselves, to become closer to God, to grow their faith and improve their relationship with God, and just be better men, be the men that the world needs at the moment, because it's rough out there, guys. So today's topic, we'll be exploring what it takes to be a man of God. Being a man of God isn't necessarily about physical strength or brute force. However, that is very important. We should be physically capable of protecting ourselves, protecting others. So, how can we become more godly men? First point is, seek wisdom from God. The book of Proverbs says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." Men of faith, we should seek wisdom and guidance from God through prayer, reading the Bible, and seeking counsel from wise mentors. There's obviously people out there that's studied the Bible, that's learned a lot. There's multiple ways of interpreting a single verse. I mean, just the other day we were in it's a small Christian meeting group, and we were discussing one verse. I can't recall the verse exactly now, but I think for almost an hour and a half, we listened to everyone's interpretation of the verse and what they think about the verse, what stood out about the verse to them, and what they think it means. And it was absolutely insane just to see everyone's different perspectives. We could all agree on most things, but how it stands out to certain people, what it means to them. And sometimes we can interpret verses in the wrong way and not fully understand what the message is that the prophet or God is trying to show us in that verse. So it's very important to have a wise mentor that's studied the Bible and that can teach you. Secondly, practice humility. In a world that often values pride and self-promotion, humility is a rare and valuable trait. I mean, if you look at Instagram these days, it's all about what we have, where we are, with who we are, just consistently competing with one another and showing everyone all the physical things that we have, whether it's cars, watches, and women, money, houses, yachts. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing to have. That's a very good thing to have. But humility is important. As godly men, we seek to humble ourselves before God and others, recognizing our own limitations and weaknesses. This doesn't mean we should lack confidence or be passive, but rather we should approach life with a servant's heart and a willingness to learn and grow. That's the most important thing. You need to be open to it, and you need to be willing to learn and grow. Point number 3, love sacrificially, which is extremely difficult. But Jesus taught us that the greatest commandment is to love God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. As godly men, we must strive to love sacrificially, putting the needs of others before our own and treating everyone with kindness and respect. Reason why I'm saying that's very challenging, I mean, if there's someone that you dislike or that you haven't had a good relationship with, it's extremely, extremely difficult to put that person's needs before your own. And then fourthly, embrace discipline. Discipline is essential for building strength and character, whether it is physical exercise, practicing self-control, or pursuing personal goals. Discipline requires sacrifice and hard work. As a godly man, we should embrace discipline as a means of growth and self-improvement. Discipline's a big one. My best advice is, if you start small, whether it is, no, I'm not going out tonight, no, I'm not going to drink this beer, no, I'm only going to drink 2 beers, and no, I'm only going to go to bed at this time, I'm putting down the phone now, no more social media, no TV before 9 or after 9 p.m., getting an early night's rest, waking up when your alarm bell goes off, working out each and every day, eating the right food, then being a godly man or being a godly strong man isn't easy, but it's a worthy pursuit that can bring fulfillment and purpose to your life. That's a big question. Everyone always wonders what's their passion, what's their purpose, why are they here? And honestly, seeking God, or through seeking God, you will find your purpose. He has a plan for each and every one of us. By seeking wisdom from God, practicing humility, loving sacrificially, and embracing discipline, we can become the men that God created us to be. Next topic that I would like to discuss is being better men through God, or with God rather. So, to become a better man, we need to take responsibility. We are expected to take responsibility for our actions and to provide for our families. This includes financial support, but also some emotional support and protection. So there's this Bible verse, Romans 14 verse 12. So then each one of us will give an account of himself to God. So that is on Judgment Day. One day each one of us will stand before God and He'll hold us accountable for our actions, and we need to take responsibility for those actions. So with everything that you do, keep that in mind, that one day you're going to stand in front of God and He's going to ask you why. And you need to know why, and you need to take responsibility for it. Secondly is courage. We must be brave and willing to take risks. This includes physical bravery, but also moral courage to stand up for what is right and to defend those who are weaker. Someone, and that's us, the men, need to stand up for what is right and say, no, put a stop to this. This is not the right thing. Deuteronomy 31, verse 6, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or tremble in dread before them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not fail you or abandon you. So yes, we need to have courage, stand up for what is right, and helping the weak. Topic number 3, or point number 3, self-reliance. Be independent and self-sufficient. This includes being able to solve problems on your own, be resilient in the face of adversity, and to take care of your own physical and emotional needs. So point number 4, honor. To act with integrity and honor. To keep our promises and to be respectful to others. This includes being honest, fair, and trustworthy in our interactions with others. Romans 13 verse 7. Pay to all what is due. Tax to whom tax is due. Customs to whom customs. Respect to whom respect. Honor to whom honor. Point number 5, strength. As men, we should be physically strong and to be able to protect ourselves and others. This can also include emotional strength, such as the ability to handle stress and to remain calm in difficult situations. Exodus 15 verse 2. The Lord is my strength and my song, and He has become my salvation.
I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
I'm loading up my clip, got a plan for tonight.